Hey guys, in today's video, I want to talk about battery health. It's been 6 months since Apple launched the iPhone 16 lineup. I've been using the iPhone 16 Pro Max ever since the release, and the battery health of this device 6 months later is still at 100%. So in today's video, I wanted to share with you guys what are some of the changes that I've made on my iPhone's settings in order to preserve the lifespan of the battery health of this device. Now, the reason I say that is because last year before the iPhone 16, obviously I was using the iPhone 15 Pro Max. And at the 6 months period, this iPhone had already lost a good, I want to say 6 to 7% of its battery health. So let's jump into the battery section here on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Let's go under battery health here. Now, I used it for an entire year, and that came up to about 500, or actually 500 full charging cycles, and I was left with about 86% battery health. Now, in comparison to this year, the iPhone 16 Pro Max, right now I'm sitting at 215 full cycles, and I'm still at 100% in comparison to last year at 6 months. This iPhone had already dropped a good 5 to 6% of its battery health. So what did I change and what's different this year? Well, I want to talk about some of the settings that I've actually used on the iPhone 16 Pro Max this time around that have actually improved the lifespan of this battery, at least so far. Now, according to Apple, the battery on this iPhone is designed to retain 80% of its maximum capacity with 1,000 charge cycles under ideal conditions. So let's go into the battery health section here, and let's go into the About Battery and Warranty section right here. About battery and warranty. You see here that the original battery was designed to retain 80% of its capacity at 1,000 charge cycles. Keywords here, under ideal conditions. So right there at the end of that sentence, ideal conditions, which brings me to the first topic. What is Apple considering ideal conditions? Well, obviously, one thing to avoid with batteries is heat. So obviously you don't want to leave your iPhone under direct sunlight for an extended period of time. You don't want to leave your iPhone inside of a locked vehicle under direct sunlight. That's going to damage the battery of your iPhone and obviously the lifespan of the battery, so impacting battery health overall. So heat is the number one thing you should avoid. And with that, obviously, we have charging. Now, when you charge your iPhone with a wired, it does get, a little warm because it is charging. But when you do wireless charging with MagSafe, the iPhone gets a little warmer than with the wired connection. So I would say that if a wired connection is available to you to charge, avoid using the wireless charger if you don't have to use it at the moment. Now, obviously, wireless charging is convenient. Go ahead and use it if you need to do so. You don't want to go ahead and just avoid wireless charging altogether. But what I'm saying is, if you do have the wired connection available, I would say in some cases you may want to choose wired over wireless because wireless does produce a little extra heat when charging your device. And as I mentioned, heat is the number one enemy of lithium batteries, which is the battery inside of your iPhone. So now when I talk about the settings that I changed on this iPhone from day one, that's actually helped improve the lifespan of the battery on this device. So let's jump into settings here. Let's go under battery, and I want to talk about charge limit. This is a very important option here under charging. So on day one, I set the charge limit on this iPhone to 90%, as you can see right there. So basically what that means, 8 out of 10 times when I charge my iPhone, it's going to charge to 90%. And the other 2 times, it's going to go all the way to 100 just to maintain accurate stats on the battery. So this will actually improve the lifespan of the battery as well. So if I try to switch that now a few months later, you see there that it's asking me if I really want to do this, and I should keep it under 100 in order to preserve the lifespan of this battery over time, as you can see right there from this prompt. And I can choose if I want to change it, but I'm just going to keep it at that because it's actually improved the battery health of this device in comparison to other iPhones over the past several years. So if you're not using this option, and if you don't have this option available on older devices, I recommend you start using it. And if you don't have it, at least use the optimized battery charging, which sets it to 80%. And I think you'll see a major difference in a positive impact on the lifespan of the battery health of your device, just like I have over the past several months. Now, another popular question I typically get is, when should I replace the battery of my iPhone according to the maximum capacity or the charge cycles? Well, honestly, honestly, your iPhone will give you a prompt that looks like this. As you can see right there, I'm getting this important battery message. It's basically telling me that the battery health of this device has degraded and I should replace the battery in order to regain optimal performance and capabilities of this device. So that is what the prompt looks like, and this typically happens around 80 or below. This iPhone's at 82, as you can see right there. But yeah, once you start reaching about 80% and you see this message, then obviously you're going to want to replace the battery of your device. And there you guys have it. I just wanted to share this information with you guys. 6 months later, iPhone 16 Pro Max, some of the settings and options I've changed that actually improve the lifespan of the battery health. We'll come back about 6 months later once this iPhone is a year old, and I'll give you the final results in regards to the battery health of this iPhone to see if we see improvement in the long term. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this information helpful, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.